he was an actual entertainer. His name was Ramblin' Jack Elliott. Ramblin' Jack is still around. He's in his 80s now. He's doing great. Just saw him a couple of weeks ago. And she took me to this little club in New York, and he's up there, you know, singing his songs. Most of them were going by over my head. I didn't get them. I was a kid. But there was one song he sang that night that stopped me cold. One song that, just hearing it that once, I remembered every single word to it. And it was about a boy and his dog. I don't know, maybe I just wanted a dog that year. I don't know why I remembered it. But it went something like, when I was a boy, and old Shep was a pup, over hills and mountains we'd stray. Just a boy and his dog, we were both full of fun. We grew up together that way. I remember the time by the old swimming hole, when I would have drowned beyond doubt. But old Shep, he was there, to the rescue he came. He jumped in and helped pull me out. And goes on about a boy and his dog. I just remember leaving the club that night. I said to myself, Arlo, someday you're gonna write you an animal ballad. Me and my goose, me and my pal, we had some very good times. Me and my goose, his name was Al, and he cost only a dime. Over mountains we'd stray, playing all day. I missed him at night until dawn. Then one day I found he wasn't around. I wondered where Al could have gone. I looked everywhere, he just wasn't there. Where could a goose be all day? I miss my pal, I miss my Al. It's sad that things turned out this way. Then Mom brought him in, I remember her grin, stuffed with his feet pointed straight. I'll never forget the night that we hit Al off of the old yellow plane. I know it's sick. That's why I like it. I went so far as to have it illustrated as a book for children. There wasn't one publisher in the whole country that would take it yet. So I'm doing it myself now. You never know where songs come from or something, you know. I remember one time back years ago, it was 1970, I was playing in a little bar in Chicago one night. And back in those days, we weren't playing like one night, like well, tonight, you know, here. We were doing weeks at a time in these little clubs that were smaller than the stage up here. And we were doing 2 or 3 shows a night, depending on if it was a weekday, a weekend, something like that. And it was after one of these long nights, you know, when we wasn't getting out of there till 3 or 4 in the morning. I'm packing up my guitars, walking out the door. Most everybody who could walk had left. A little guy gets in my way. He says, Arlo, before you go, I want to sing you a song. I said, come on, man. I don't want to hear no songs. I hate songs. I don't even like my songs. Why should I like your songs? And I was just being a butthead. I was tired. I wanted to get out of there. He says, Arlo, I just want to sing you one song, man. I said, okay, I tell you what. Buy me a beer, and I'll sit here and drink it. And as long as it lasts, well, you can do whatever you want. He says, that sounds like a good deal. I says, it does? It turned out to be one of the finer beers of my entire life. Turns out this guy wrote some great songs. And we became friends that night. We stayed friends until he passed away some years ago now. And left an incredible legacy. He was a wonderful songwriter, awesome freaking guitar player, and just a really good human being. His name was Steve Goodman. This is his song. Riding on the city of New Orleans, young and old century, Monday morning round. 15 cars and 15 restless riders, 3 conductors, 25 slacks a man. All along the southbound Odyssey, train pulls out of Kentucky, rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no names, freight yards full of old black men, the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm a native son. I'm a train they call City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old man in the club car. Penny a coin, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. And the sons of old reporters and the sons of engineers ride their fathers in magic carpet made of steel. Mothers with their babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rail is all they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm a native son. I'm the train they call City of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Nighttime on the City of New Orleans, changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea.